Hey everybody, welcome back to Black River Gaming. I'm Bob, and we're here for another episode of Age of Wonders Planetfall, the second episode in my second advanced series for Planetfall. So, I have almost forgotten that I need to mod a couple units. So, I'm not going to mod everybody. I thought about putting the Oath of Loyalty mod on these guys, but it's just not really one of my favorite mods. I think there's better mods out there. I think for this guy and these two, I'm going to save it for some arc weaponry mods, which I'll get later on down the road. So for now, we're just going to leave them as their basic versions and save that Cosmite. But I do think there are a couple mods I should use. For one thing, I think I should give this Serperion guy the S-Tech Gauntlet. That'll increase his damage output a bit and just generally give him more options for things he can do. So we'll mod that unit. It doesn't really matter to me what it's called. And also, this guy I think could benefit from the S-Tech Confiscator, which, although he does already have energy drain. That energy drain effect does stack with his staff. So right now, that attack does 9 damage and has an 8 energy drain chance. But if I add this mod, it becomes 10 damage with a 12 energy drain chance. And I think I do want that. So I'm going to go ahead and mod him. Do guided, that's fine. And of course, she's already got her mod. So I wanted to go ahead and get those active on those two. It's okay to spend a little Cosmite. I'm going to be saving as much as I can, though, because I'm going to need a bunch for mods down the road. Also, wouldn't mind finding some Cosmite. I don't see much around me. I guess there's some down here at what might be my second city. I'm not sure what is that. Actually looks Amazon. Looks like an Amazon city down there. Mine, I don't really know where it is. Is it this? Oh, it is that one over there. It's in the volcanic territory. I don't really know why, but yeah, okay. Okay, let's end the turn. I think that's it. So I'll have my standard military infrastructure done here shortly, and we'll get the rec dome after that, and then can decide what to do with that city from there, which is still growing pretty quickly. Okay. This person is being a little less nice, but I'm going to say nice to meet you anyway. I'm going to try to play the good guy this game, because again, I think the Oathbound are good at that. And I can finally get this guy in with this group. Oh, I should have modded him. I forgot about that augur. That's okay. He's not really much. Honestly, maybe that's okay, because the Augur's really more of a support unit anyway, but he's a good support unit. So the reason I wanted this guy so quickly is there's a couple things. One is the Record Keeper. That 25% bonus XP, I want to capitalize on that as soon as I can. Just having him in the stack helps everybody level up faster in that stack. Also, I really, really, really like Curse of Fatalism. Basically making it 100% easier to hit and making a unit 100% easier to hit, and making it fail all of its resistant checks except for the insta-death for 2 turns. So that's really good. That guaranteed failure on resistance checks, it takes some RNG out of the game. In fact, that's kind of what the Oathbound do. They sort of take RNG or mitigate the RNG effects in the game. They can kind of control it to a certain extent. I really like that about them, because RNG is something that I have historically struggled with in these games a bit. I feel like everybody kind of could say the same, though. We probably all feel that way to a certain extent. I'm gonna move this guy out. We'll drop one of the low level infantry guys. Move this person into the stack, into the main stack. Whoops. Wait a second. Oh, I'd somehow scooped up. How'd I scoop up the? I don't know how I scooped that up. I guess maybe they were just happened to be on the same stack. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I want you here. Alright, move you here. Move you there. And attack with the drone. I think we're going to push through and probably take those resources, actually. So I think everybody can move west from here. Oh, there's a nice research sector over there, too. Alright, well, I still have to remember that for military production, I'm definitely going to want this structure involved with it, that 10% accuracy boost. I also like how this area over here is sort of on the borderline between where I can get a good research sector and where I can get good production sectors. So I'm thinking possibly a city located here in that kind of more boring sector with production, energy, research around it. And maybe I can build some residential sectors and build it out even bigger than that. Alright, you guys, let's for now just march west. Very low risk battle. I'm going to, well, you know what? There's no harm in doing an auto. So, just to see, and then you can always retry if it doesn't pan out. I'm always inclined to give auto combat a shot in this game if it's a very low risk battle. But still doesn't always pan out, and that's fine. I mean, honestly, it's because I have units out here by themselves and the computer's dumb and just runs them straight at the enemy alone. So what you should do is pull them back like this and rejoin the rest of your army. Okay, it looks like these guys are more than happy to charge me too, but they have jetpacks. I checked and they have jetpacks, so they're gonna jump at me. This mod doesn't do them a lot of good except for its 20% base damage increase. It shouldn't matter much other than that as long as I don't lose anything. You know what? They probably won't jetpack jump if they can't hit something. So what I'm thinking is hold ground, stay farther away, and then shoot the electric things when they're all bundled around them and try to trap them in that, use the environment against them a bit. I like that. Okay. Let's just inch forward just a bit with the unit that I know is going to need to be in the front, but otherwise I think I'll stay here. Hopefully they don't jetpack jump just yet. Nope, that one's going to. Well, I start the game with precog, so works out. Yeah, they can make it far enough. That's too bad.
Operations ready.
Alright, well, you're not gonna mess with that guy too bad. Okay, she got staggered once because of precog, so that's not too bad. These guys should die relatively easily. They don't have a lot of defense mods. It's all offense. And I think, okay, great. He can actually reach. This is probably the only useful thing that unit can do, so I'll go ahead and do it. And I think I want to give my leader precog back, since they seem to enjoy picking on her. Now I want to stagger these other guys. You can probably help finish that guy off. So I'm going to use this opportunity to sneak around behind. Well, I can't actually quite make that work the way I would like to. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I can. I can stagger this guy and then move him in position to stagger this guy. That gets them off of my leader, which allows her to hopefully get an easy kill on somebody. I'm gonna back her up just a bit. I don't think I need her shooting at that. I will have to decide what I'm gonna do with this guy in a minute. I'm not entirely sure yet. Let's back her up. Is 80% good enough? I actually kind of want to bump that up more, I think. Okay, hang on. This is where I can start doing some cool stuff. So, there's not a lot of reason for me to do it here, I don't think. What's this guy? Yeah, I'm just going to have him finish that off.
Enemy destroyed.
What I can do here, so I've got an 80% chance, right, on these guys to hit. But what I can do, I don't think I need to do this in this battle. I should be fine here. But I'm going to do this anyway just to show this off a little bit. So, I have this precog, this momentary insight. Guarantees critical chance, but, well, it doesn't guarantee. The critical chance can never exceed the hit chance of the attack. So right now, she, if I cast that on her, would have an 80% critical hit chance. But here's the thing. If I use momentary insight on her, or essence focus, that bumps that up to a 95% chance. So now she's got a 95% crit chance. I want to do a little bit of damage to that guy first. So I think... Actually, I can do this. This'll work. This'll work. Okay. So she's got that accuracy bonus. So now I'm going to cast Precog or Momentary Insight on her. That gives her Providence. So now she's got a 95% chance to do a critical hit. So what I can do is shoot these guys, guaranteed crit. Doesn't quite kill them, but then I can use the Augur to reinforce, give her all her action points back. She still has that buff, so she's still basically guaranteed a crit now. I can use that crit to kill this other guy,
Enemy eliminated.
and then I'm guaranteed another crit on that guy.
Enemy destroyed.
You can get, this is my strategy with the Oathbound, you can get up to like, if she has full action points, which she didn't, I got 6 crits there, but you can get up to 7 almost guaranteed crits on your leader. It's crazy. It's really, really good. The only problem that I've run into her in like the experience that I've had playing the game is that she kind of is a little fragile because you're using an Oathbound hero, but you're using them outside of a vehicle, just on the ground. It's an unusual way to use an Oathbound hero, but I really like it. I just like to make sure she's got enough health to survive. Speaking of health, I'm going to go ahead and give her Gift of Adamants because I can't really do anything else useful with the Augur right now. So we'll give Gift of Adamants there. This thing will probably launch a rocket, but almost all of my units have precog. She got it back. I guess it'll probably hit that guy. He's just going to go for shots elsewhere. Okay, then I can move her back up. Now the nice thing is that because she was energy draining on those attacks, which this guy can make more likely to happen with Curse of Fatalism, which I'm actually going to use here, you can, well, let's see, can I reach it? Yep, Fatalism, okay. So he's guaranteed the worst possible outcomes on his attacks now, which means she will energy drain every single time. Also, it makes the unit 100% easier to hit, so I don't actually need to use her Essence Focus here. I can save those Essence charges, which is currently at 3 of 3, to do extra damage. I don't need to critical hit her again. I could if I wanted to, because you can cast that Momentary Insight for just one tactical point every combat round. It would just be kind of a waste of energy to do it here at this point. But yeah, there's just so many ways you can kind of adjust the probability of outcomes in your favor. Before I end the round, I should probably heal the guy who took damage. So I'll move him here. We'll give everyone heroism for no reason in particular, because it doesn't really matter here. Easily kill that thing. Augurs are great. They just pair so well with the rest of this strategy that I'm kind of using here. I'll take that reward. Thank you very much. We'll always take the extra research. And then we can move them into the forest. Move these guys as far as this point. I might move the, I'm going to move this thing a little bit further along. And then we'll beat up on these guys, and maybe I'll go up to that anomalous site. That might actually not be a bad idea. I got the emissary completed. Or somebody did. I didn't check to see whether that was me. Alright, should be okay to get this guy up here to get that. Pick up that extra Cosmite. I will take that, and I don't think they can follow me all the way to that mountain range up there. Now I can stay just out of range. I'm probably gonna... Oh, there's another anomalous site over here. Okay. That actually bodes well for me. I like to find those in places where I'm considering building good military cities. These guys look like they're heading west. They might come after my stuff. I've got standard military infrastructure in place, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do improved, just for peace of mind. Because I don't really want to have to mess with sending units back to defend right now. And plus there's another stack here that also could be moving this direction, so I may have back-to-back battles coming up. Okay. In turn. And that'll be done with that in 3 turns, so that's good. I can hurry production in a pinch if I need it. Those guys actually didn't come farther this way. and neither did them, so my city's probably okay, but I'm going to let it finish that improved military infrastructure anyway. Oh, I got a new hero. Oh, she looks cool. Or he, I'm not sure, the gun's blocking the face. Wait. Entropic Foundation. Okay, got that. That's already good. Unit has orders. I'm gonna, well, can I just skip to this event here? Okay, yeah, I can. Examine hero. What do we got here? Auto the rebuilt Thybot. A synthesis hero with a really friggin' cool looking energy gun. What kind of a mod is that? Oh, okay. That's a good mod. That's a really good mod. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy for sure. You can join my army. I kind of want to pair him with my hero early on for early training, but I'll just move him up to this sector for now. Sounds weird when he's running around. He's a robot. Is it a he or a she? I think that's a she. She sounds weird when she's moving around. Okay, so on to this. This should be a very easy battle. I actually might not even bring in these low rank guys just for the sake of keeping XP focused on this group. Oh, never mind. There's a RPR liquidator in there. I hate those things. So everyone is in on this. Also, I can use this thing to launch the battle. Very low risk battle. We'll try an auto. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can save some time. We did. That's good. Take those materials. That boosts along the improved military infrastructure nicely, so that'll be done in one turn. And I can upgrade my commander again. Okay, let's go back in here and have another look around. I don't think, because of all the ways I can increase my accuracy artificially, I tend to not do as much with Deadeye on her, although it's not a bad idea to get some. And eventually I'll probably max it out. But I think there's other things that are more useful immediately. Archaeology Adept might be a good idea since I'm probably going to go do an archaeological zone right after this. I think, actually, I will pick that up now. So we'll get that, and then I want something combat-oriented. Well, you know what? I think I'll save the points. I don't need Essence Seeker because the thing is, like, I have a 12 energy drain strength chance because of this mod, but Essence Seeker doesn't benefit that at all, so I'm going to cancel that. Attenuators, Intuitive Strikes is kind of good. Oh, actually, that is a good one, because if the unit has precognition, it gains 20% damage on all abilities, and she starts with precog, and I can actually give it to her if I have one of those drones nearby. But I'm also thinking maybe save the points for health. I'm not really sure, because that's just 20% damage until literally anything hits her. And I'm not going to have one of those robots with her for a while. So I think I'm going to close. I think I'm just going to save the points for now and see what I can get with her after the anomalous site up here that she's going to go to next. Go to on the next turn, actually. They should be able to reach up there. Alright, that stack is pretty solid. Should be good on their own for the time being until a lot more powerful stuff starts spawning. I'm going to keep this thing near them because it is handy to have just for giving an extra stack of precog to something. Unless I see something more interesting to explore. What is going on over there? Looks like that sector... Oh, it was terraforming or something? I'm not really sure. That Kirko is doing something. Or maybe that's the Amazon lady. That might be the Amazon lady. I don't know who's... Oh, no, that's a Kirko. Okay, well, at least I know kind of roughly where he is now. I'm gonna try to get that Kirko city under my control sooner rather than later. How much is that gonna cost? 60? I'll have that much by the time they're done working in the anomalous site. I'm gonna keep this drone near them for now. Oh, hey, okay, that's kind of why I want it, to go grab extra pickups along the way. This guy I'll have go back. Maybe I can start forming a second army with that other hero. And then you can... Okay, there's stuff on that sector, so I can't pick anything up there. I want to explore this area. I want to explore up here, see what else is out here, because I'm thinking that's where I'm going to put a city, probably on that tile right there. So for now, kind of stay on the mountains, because I don't know what else is out here. Alright, looks okay so far, and there's a river blocking anything coming from that direction, so I'll move straight west from here. Okay, there's a pickup, there's a milestone recharge station out there, which is good. Yeah, I can see some definite potential out there. I'm hoping there's another cool structure that gives bonuses to units produced in the city. In that turn, and then I'll get improved military infrastructure so I can stop worrying about my capital for a little bit. Oh, heck. That's one of those Promethean things popping up. I don't really want that there. Will that go away? I was going to use that sector for something else. And I could always go around it, I guess. It's a silver sector. Is it occupied? Owner Marauder Guard War. Yeah, I think I would have to clear that. I'm not sure what happens. Will that go away after this event is over? I've never seen this event before. It's a Promethean vault, though. Maybe it has something cool in it. I don't know if I can change it after I take it over, but yeah, that might be something for... That'll be something for my main army here to come back and check out after they're done working up here and hopefully getting this Kirko city, which I really, really would like to have, because that's got Cosmite. Yeah, I need that ASAP. That's another good reason that, well, okay, that actually doesn't matter, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this up with the drone now. We'll get that 20 research. I actually finished a technology while I was doing all that. I'm going to carry on to operational effectiveness as originally planned to get an extra doctrine slot going. And I want them on this anomalous site, checking it out right now. Okay. And I'll move this guy back. And they can sort of hang out. I actually really should probably be exploring with him. Now that I think of it, I don't know why I moved him back. He should be out exploring while they're doing the anomalous site. All right, you can come back. You... Well, do I want to give him... You know what? Maybe I should start working on his own army sooner rather than later. Her own army. I'm pretty sure that's a lady. I cannot tell 100% for sure. It looks like a cyborg, actually. Look at the back. Yeah, it's like a... Are you an actual cyborg? Integrated? Doesn't say cyborg. Huh. I don't know, but you look good. So, I'm gonna give you your first troop, and maybe we'll build some more after that's done. Because I could go ahead and just build a paladin, another augur, actually get a second army constructed there. Might not be a bad idea. Oh, there's another quest up here. Okay, I'll do that. That's actually pretty close by where my main army is. They need to stay there for now and do the do this first, but they can get that right after that's done.
Operations available for priming.
Deploy monitor might actually be handy, but I don't want to spend the energy right now. I'm not making much energy. I need to be careful with how I use it. What do I want to do with this guy for now? Like, I think maybe just defend my stuff. Like, have them move around and defend things as needed. I guess I'll just leave him here for the time being. In case anything wanders in, he might be able to get XP from helping defenders on defense, but I don't think I'm going to need it with improved military infrastructure. Alright, well, you can go get that. What is that up there? Tier 3 food. Could get a nutrition center in there. Use up every last point of movement I've got before I hit that. Okay, there's Cosmite up there. There's not a lot else I'm seeing out here that particularly catches my interest. I think I would like to put the city possibly here, actually. Then I could make this a residential sector. And then reach out and get this and that. Yeah. I've got all sorts of ideas for what I could do out here, but I think I need to explore a little bit more before I know anything for sure. We'll move dangerously close to those things. What's this? A mycellan planter, your scout informs you. Old farming machine. Oh, it's that new faction. Old farming machinery reclaimed by nature through infectious spores. I don't actually know what the planter does. And that makes me think that I want it, so I'll take it. It's such weird looking units. I like it. It's a creative idea, but it's just funny to me. So they're considered a cyborg, also considered a heavy unit. I like stagger resistance. It's a tier 2. That's worth more than 26 production for sure. I think that can be added to the army I'm building for my second hero over here. We'll just send it on down that way, I guess. Alright, and then you probably need to end your turn on a mountain somewhere just so you don't get picked off. End your turn there. And capital's good for now. Okay, so 3 turns on that site. Looks like we've got some not friendlies up there. Okay, my capital is actually done building that stuff for now. I'm gonna get Oathbound Paladin Protector. Can't I already build that? Oh no, I can build the Aspirant, not the Protector. Okay, I probably need to get that. Let's go ahead and get the Military Skirmisher Barracks. Also, want to think about the throne soon, I think. I'm going to build the barracks first, though. I want to have a second army to be able to operate in other places. And the Synthesis can get a good mod for their army. They can, like, boost everyone's shields. I really like that. They can get a good hero upgrade. Sorry, not mod. Okay, you keep heading back. And you can join him and just kind of keep an eye on things at home base for now. I'll probably have them... Oh, what I should be doing... I'm being dumb. I need to go get that city. I can move that city up to this area where I want to make the city and get that process started early. That actually just means I really need to fast-track military because they need to be strong enough to defend themselves while this army's out here doing their own thing. So yeah, I definitely need military stuff. I might be able to send him... I do need to buy the Kirko dwelling, so I'm going to need influence for that. So for now, I still am okay with using this guy for exploration, I think. You know what? No, I'm going to have him go down and just join this army now. He'll be another unit to add. And then I'll build a Paladin Protector and maybe another Augur. And just sort of round out that army a bit. They're not going to be as good as this one is, but that's okay. My hero's army always ends up winding up being the best one.
Operations available for priming.
End turn. It's so weird flipping from, like, the end of one game where a turn can take an entire episode to the beginning of a new one. Ah, they've messed up that sector, too. These Promethean vaults popping up everywhere. That actually kind of sucks, because I really didn't want that to be a production sector, but... Well, you know what? They're silver, though, so they start out at 3, so I could still max out production there. I did want that for research, though. So it does still kind of suck, because I wanted the Cosmite discount thing in there. But I think I can still make that work. We'll mess with it. It gives me a good idea to show off how residential sectors work. Or, for that matter, to learn how they work. Oh, hey, I forgot to put mods on my leader when I got that last one. So I like these two, Entropic Decompressor and Sedating Decay Component. They work very well with her. Works fantastically well with that Augur thing, which can guarantee that these effects happen. Atrophy and slow movement. Both great. Very good for targeting in combination with the auger. Very good for targeting a very powerful unit. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and add those onto her now. I might add them onto some of these other units. Maybe I'll give them to him. How much Cosmite do I have to work with? We'll give him some. And maybe even this guy. Because all his attacks... Yeah, all his attacks are entropy attacks, so we'll give them to him too. Mod. There we go. So got some nice modded units. I'll save the rest of that Cosmite. I just spent a decent chunk there. Also, what can I get for this hero? Is there any other cool mods? Energy Drain, maybe not quite as important for him. Still good, but I feel like I can get better mods if I focus on Arc. I could also give him the Beamer Rifle, which is actually slightly more damaging and has a charge effect that it can apply. I think I'm gonna... I like how the other gun looks better, but I'm gonna give him this one. I'm gonna switch between calling him and her for this round, because I can't tell by the voice, and I can't really tell by the face. So, and he's a cyborg, so can't tell by his armor either. So, just that's just it's whatever. I'm not gonna make a decision one way or the other. I'm just gonna alternate, however I see fit, I guess. So we got 4 people there. I mean, Otto, I guess, sounds like a male name to me, but who knows? It's the future, so. I'll leave these guys here for... Well, actually, I don't see a point in leaving these guys here. I probably should move them closer to where I know they need to go eventually. So we'll go a little east. You can chill here for now. I got a feeling these things are going to attack me, but that's fine. It'll pull everybody in. Although 2 of them are upgrading. But, you know, for that reason, maybe I'll just move him around to this side. Sitting on the mountain. And I can set military research. I think I want to... Gosh, I would like to get a Paladin Warden, but I also would like to get the Arc Retaliation Defense, which is a great mod for both the Paladins and the Aspirants. So I think I'm going to get a couple energy mods so I can start modding my, my other melee units. The static buildup one is just kind of whatever, but I really like the Arc Retaliation Defense. And the Arc Impact module is great too, because it gives my units massive impact, which is a guaranteed stagger on anything that isn't stagger immune. Very, very nice. Okay, that circle's almost fully completed there, so I'm going to have a lot of extra production to go around as soon as that's done. Alright, very low risk battle. We'll try an auto. Just because why not? Most likely, I'm betting that guy dies. Nope, he made it. One guy got pretty beat up, but we'll deal with it. The auger can help heal. Commander leveled up. Okay, now I can get some nice stuff. Let's see here. So I can become Colony Lord with Agrarian Ideals, which is probably what I should do. Increasing food and happiness of a colony that's going to grow like crazy. Don't need anything. Personal Weapons Expert is another one that I really like, because Personal Defense Expert is also really good. It's like Deadeye, but better. When not in a vehicle, the hero's attacks at 10% damage and accuracy. Deadeye gives more accuracy and crit chance. Okay. I think Personal Weapons Expert is a good choice for her, and I also think that I'm probably... Wait, hang on. I got Essence Shields here, too. That's not bad, either, considering the amount of Essence she usually has. There's just so many good options. I think I'm going to get Personal Weapons Expert. That flat 10% bonus to accuracy and damage is just really good. Probably should get Colony Lord, but I don't have a throne yet, although I could get it pretty quickly. Food income increased by 10%. And I would like to just have her tied to my main capital colony. How quickly can I build that throne? Because the throne gives the colony 50% of the hero and domain bonus even when the hero is outside of the colony domain. So which is the hero and domain bonus? I have to decide whether it's worth it. Always active is the food outcome. Hero and domain, so I'd get a 10% happiness increase as opposed to 20%. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll just really focus on making my capital kind of crazy. So she's linked to colony. Okay, close, good. So she's linked to this now. That's going to boost food growth. And I'll go ahead and build the throne just to get it done. And then after that, I want the Paladin Protector and probably an Augur and then maybe one more unit. We'll see. We'll decide next turn.
One of my
Okay, operational effectiveness is up. That gives me another doctrine slot, so I can activate that other Oathbound one right away. Also, I think I'm going to do food development since I'm focusing so heavily on this. So we'll get that done. Let's go into my doctrines before I
operations
forget.
available for priming.
And duty of care. Now, emissary, it actually might be better because I get 100% more influence for quests as opposed to just 20%. But this also gives me more for every level above neutral, which is going to get better over time. So what is my morale right now? Right now I'm still neutral, so it actually doesn't really matter. But I'm going to keep trying to make good choices. And I also get, the nice thing about this one is that it gives plus 20% faction like relation gain, like with the specific faction, which is really, really nice. So I think I'm going to go ahead and prime that one anyway. I like those two starter Oathbound mods both a lot. They're very good. Oh, good. Okay, it's the poker penguins. Our excavation uncovered a pair of functional doors. Even more unsettling, behind those doors what appeared to be a rowdy frontier bar populated by man-sized penguins. Okay. A massive penguin behind a poker table beckoned to us to join the game. He's the betting type of player. As we get comfortable, pointed to a sign stating, "All bets in Cosmite or your lives." I'm gonna do this. I have a level. I think I'm not sure if my archaeology adept actually makes this any more likely, but I'll take that bet. Large Penguin's game was strong, too strong. Despite our best efforts, the tuxedo-wearing avian won all the Cosmite we had to wager. With a beaky grin, it squawked what sounded like shame you play so bad I still had fun, so take this. Okay, and then we all passed out. I got energy for that. I basically just traded Love and Cosmite for like over 100 energy, so I'm not sad about that at all, especially since I'm going to be trying to build some units here. Plus, my hero leveled up again, so that's really cool. I can't get personal defense expert yet, but I will keep an eye out for that. Archaeology expert, I might pick up later. For now, let's add a little more vitality, just for safety's sake. Helps me feel a little better. We've got another battle over here. This will help make the Paragon happier with us. I'm not sure what they're sitting on. They might not be sitting on anything. I don't think they are. I'm going to send this guy on there. Save. This is a low-risk battle. I got a guy who's really damaged. I probably need to do that. Well, there's no harm in checking. Yeah, he's going to die if I don't do this manual. Alright, so I want... This is something you can only use once per round. I'm going to go ahead and just use it on him now. Alright, where do I want to position everybody? Nice thing is this guy can be used as cover. So he's mobile cover, basically, right at the start of the game, which is really strong. That's really good. Mostly melee focus here, so having him up in the front along with this guy Probably isn't a bad idea, except that this guy is sort of beat up. But I'm gonna do this anyway. We'll put him here, because he's got last stand right now, so he can't actually die on this turn. I'll leave her, I'm gonna move him up one more space. We'll take more of a forward position here. And I'm gonna have him use this. There we go, heroism is active. This guy can go around, he's strong enough to handle himself over there. And hide this guy behind that structure. Also, need to remember he's over here. Get him back, get my drone back. And going to precog negates a critical hit. That's just so awesome. I love that. Okay, plenty of options to shoot at here, and I could actually... Alright, I think I know exactly what I'm going to do here. So, I'm going to use... These little pigs annoy me. So, I'm going to use my auger, which is back here, to make that unit twice as easy to hit. Or maybe I'll just do that. No, I'll just do this. I'll use her essence charge. Essence focus. Okay. That guarantees, that all but guarantees a hit there. And if I move her here, I can get it a little better odds while not sacrificing odds on anything else for this plan. Okay, so move her here. That bumps that up to a 95 chance. Then I think with a crit, I think she can kill that pig. Okay, she can kill that pig. I get another guaranteed crit on this thing.
Enemy down.
So get rid of that vine. And then the auger can actually move up here and cast fatalism on the pig in the back. And what this is going to do, when combined with this guy to recharge my hero, is going to guarantee that my hero is guaranteed to cause 3 stacks of sedated, atrophy, and energy drain. In fact, she'll probably just kill this because of the crits. Nope, she'll come close though, and he's all but useless. That's amazing how well all that stuff works together. Now, I did kind of ignore the bees here, but they can only sting things once, so it's not a huge deal. I might... Oh, that's actually got... Well, it's not a good chance to hit, but... Oh, by the way, these guys can hit air units with their melee attack, in case anyone was wondering. I'm going to actually just move these guys up and block for now, I think. I'm going to do... Actually, you know what? They're fine where they are. They're fine where they are. I'll leave them on defense. The only thing that can really do anything is the bees. And the vine growth is there, but I don't think it's going to do much. So, yeah, we're fine. We'll just hold ground. Precog. Didn't work. Okay, he feasted, so that helped him get some points back. But look at that. He goes in to damage this thing and does 3 damage because he's got so much atrophy on him. His attack is down from a normal 25 down to 11. It just completely negates a powerful unit. It's amazing how well this and her, with those mods, plus this guy to recharge her, and her killing momentum, how all that works together, it just blows my mind. I almost feel like somebody from Triumph is going to patch this after watching this video. I don't know if any devs watch my videos. I hope they do, but I almost feel like this is going to get patched. Okay, so I can eat that thing pretty easily. In fact, yeah, I'm just going to do that. Easy choice there.
Eliminated.
Oh, yeah, and he heals himself, too, for doing that. I've already used his healing buff, but it doesn't really matter. She's still got crazy good accuracy, so we'll take that out, and we can easily take out the pig, and that battle's over.
Outcome.
That's incredible. Okay, let's take that reward. I'll take the extra food. I'll take food wherever I can get it right now. And I see some stuff out there. Let's cautiously move towards that. I will take energy wherever I can get it. And they need to come back. I totally forgot to buy that Kirko City when I had the chance. Crap. We'll get it on the next turn. And then we'll get the Cosmite structure too. I might leave that city where it's at. Yeah, I'm going to leave that city where it's at. Hopefully they don't absorb that on the next turn, because then I'd make them mad by absorbing a claimed sector. You guys are good to hang out here for now. This city should grow again soon. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to go an odd route here. Okay, so here's the thing. I want my capital to get bigger. I need to turn something into a residential zone. So I might actually get this next, because this capital is going to grow so much. I might get that next as a residential zone before working my way out to get another food zone here. It'll add, basically fully upgraded, it'll add 2 more sectors. I think you can do that twice, because you can get 2 residential zones for a total of 8 sectors in one colony's domain now. So I think that's going to end up being residential, and then I'll just take the nice production bonus from it. I don't think I can make that a residential zone, because it's now like a permanent Promethean structure, I think. So we'll leave that alone for now. You guys stay there. Happiness Event of Knowledge is always good. And hopefully I can get those Kirko now. I can't believe I forgot to do that. They were just sitting there. That guy could have absorbed them into my empire a while ago. Okay, so we got some enemy units on scanners out here. Maybe they'll come my direction. If they do, that won't be hard to deal with. Let's grab that energy. And I think it's time for this guy to just go off and explore. I can make it to this colony with this army right now. I'm probably going to have to fight off that little invading group over there. Let's use somebody who can float to go talk them into joining us. And I'm going to close that for now and just double check to make sure this is where I want this city, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. I'd almost like to move it up there. There's a Shrine of Eternal Slumber up here. Wait, is that the Heritor? I can't tell if that's the Heritor or... Ooh. If that's the Heritor structure, then I think I want it. There's also a happiness thing over there, which I could connect to with a residential sector here. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this, but I'm going to build a forward base here just to keep it kind of under my control, because I do want that Cosmite, and I'll just get this sector first. I have to clear that, though. So I'm going to turn this into a colonizer unit. Oh, crap. Oh, okay, good. It can move. I was like, dang. Oh, wait. They're... Oh, that's Kirko. Okay. Friendly for now, at least. So I can move him around. I thought that was an enemy army. That's just one of their scouts. They might have tried to buy... Oh, wait. You're on auto move. No, no, no. Don't auto-explore. I had auto-explore selected the colonizer. That's like one of the worst possible things you could ever do in this game. Okay, I can move him there and get that city up on the next turn. In the meantime, I do want somebody to make this a base for me. Spend the rest of my influence to do that, just because I don't want him coming here and doing the same thing. I want that Cosmite.
Arc weapon.
It'll be a little while before I can get my other city, but I don't mind having some Kirko tech. I think I'd actually rather that than just more Oathbound. I'd rather diversify a bit. I want that ionic detachment. I want that arc impact module. So we'll work towards that, and then I'll mess with more of the Oathbound stuff up here. Okay, you guys are basically just stuck hanging out here for now. Yeah, well, not much I can do for it. I'll just leave them until I can finish building more units for them. Actually, I can start building more units for them now. Not banners of protection, I say we just go straight into unit production. What's the reinforcement factory? All units produced in this colony gain 1 armor. You know what? Let's grab that first. Oh, I can go see what that is now, and actually, in the process, get away from that other stuff. That is the Heritor special structure. Crystal Altar. Okay, I definitely need to do something with this. This is a really good structure. All units produced in the colony get +2 resistance to status effects and 10% crit chance, and all Heritor units deal +10% damage. This is an awesome perk in and of itself, but gets even better for Heritor. I need to explore around here more and try to get... Well, actually, my Kirko colony is going to be right there, so... I mean, that's probably what I'll connect it to. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I really like that. Okay, let's hope they don't, like, snag that sector with a forward base in between this turn and the next. That would really suck. My reputation changed to trustworthy. That's good. At the same time, Duty of Care got enacted, so that actually times out nicely because that's partially based on being a good person as I run around the map killing anything that moves. Received a proposal from Chin Tilters. What do you want? Trade all Casus Belli. They off. Apparently he's got Casus Belli. I have no problems with him, so I'll accept that. And I don't know why I have Casus Belli against him, but okay. Let's go up here. And, well, actually, how far can you move? You can move... Alright, I think I can do this. Move here. And attack this with 1 unit. Probably somebody with just a lot of movement. We'll take that guy. Risky battle. Wait, hang on. Risky battle. Maybe I don't want to do that yet? Advanced propagator. Why is this a risky battle? I feel like I would be fine. In fact, this army sort of specializes in killing high tier units, so that tier 3 shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's no sector effects. I think I'm okay with this. We're coming up on the end of the episode, but let's at least get an interesting battle in here. I don't think this is really a risky fight, but who knows? I could be overlooking something. As long as they don't have one of those Therian goat shepherd things in here. I hate those, but otherwise, this looks okay. I'm just going to use the Augur to cast Fatalism on that guy and ruin his day. Let's get the Paladin guy up front, so you're just standing there with your shields up. They are psionic. A lot of psionic attacks, so I'm going to punch through all my heavy armor. That kind of sucks. But I feel like my existing strategy should work just fine for this. Alright. Come on over, guys. Are they not going to do that? I could cast Entropic Decay on them. Although I might want Momentary Insight more than once. Or I could always just do this. Mess up some of the guys in the back. I sort of want to get them to come after me, so it's possible that... Might do... How much points do I have? I'll just throw Arc Manifest out there. That should get them to come my way. That'll start hitting them. But I like this position that I'm in here. This is a strong position. Alright, you're gonna stay, that's okay. I'll turn again. They're not coming. I mean, at least dealing damage to him. Maybe it needs to hit 2 different units. I think it's hit the same one twice. There we go. That's what we needed. Alright. I didn't want to run down into all this crap. Okay, so who came over first? The Wraith did. Alright. The Subjugator's still sitting in the back. He can reanimate stuff. Only indentured, though. So if I focus on dealing with that tank, I'll be okay. She has a 95% chance to hit it. What's her odds of hitting that guy out there? So I'm thinking maybe focus the tank with arc damage. Between these two guys, they could handle it just fine. She could use her essence focus to target the plane. I think I'm going to do that. Although I don't have a way of knowing exactly how much damage she's going to do to it. I can move this guy forward and find out. So her odds of hitting it right now are 65. That is not bad. I can all but guarantee... What's her odds of hitting literally anything else, though? Okay, so... I'm thinking I might not use the auger quite yet to buff her, because there's not really enough stuff for her to hit. I think instead I'm going to use the auger, not the auger, the siphoner, to soften this thing up with some energy drains and just make it easier for these guys to kill it. And I'm hoping that if I use this thing, I don't want to curse a fatalism that though. I think what I'm instead going to do is, let's see, she's got 65%. Okay, I'm just going to pop this now, the essence focus. That should drastically, yeah, it's up at 95% now. But because I gave away some of the damage increase that having those stacks gives me, it drops below the point where I can kill it. But I can get that back if I launch a special operation and do momentary insight to give her provenance. Now this will crit, or has a 95% chance to anyway. Okay, that takes that ship out of commission. That also allows her to get a free hit on this at a crit. And then this guy can actually just finish the tank, allowing this person to keep his shields up. And the auger didn't even have to actually do anything there. And neither did that snake thing, so I think that looks good to me. I'm going to leave him there, and we'll just end the turn. Ow. Don't kill the auger, or the paladin. Okay, the paladin is a bit beat up now, but this dude just came in range. I'm going to try to get that guy. Okay, so what I can do here is move this guy forward by 1 step to get her forward by 1 step. That gives her a good shot on the dude in the back. I can give her... Yeah, this is the right time for this. Move this guy forward and fatalism. Give fatalism to the guy in the back. It's got such a long range, so it works very well. Worst possible outcome guaranteed on all attacks. So I do this. I don't even need to... Yep, I can just do that. Then I can... I thought about giving her the crit, but she doesn't really need it here. Get him out of here.
Annihilated.
Those guys are a bit beat up. Kind of need to heal. How much damage can they do? If they crit again, that could be bad. She needs to... Got 8... A pretty good chance to atrophy there. And he resisted, but I did get energy drain on him. I'm wondering if it's worth... Can you hit anything with a range attack? You could run all the way out there and kill him, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I might need an op here. I kind of want to use this guy to use healing. But it doesn't leave him in defensive mode with shields up if I do that. So... Oh, I should condemn to drain. If I can pull it off. I want to kill that guy, though. I'd rather contend to drain this guy. Because if everybody shoots at that... If everybody shoots at this paladin, he's in trouble. The worm is going to do a little better out there, I think. So I think I am going to actually send him out. That Deadeye sniper is also kind of a threat. Alright. Time to be risky.
As the Oracle
Get that guy out.
foretold.
That at least takes one person out of the mix. And I think I'm going to move you... How far can I go? I want to just kind of get him generally away from the enemies. I actually feel safer having them shooting at my hero. But that at least takes the arc damage out of the equation. So I'm going to go ahead and have him heal himself. That also cleared this guy's status effects. So I can move him up here and get a decent shot on anything that I want. Not that it's really super important, but how much damage can you guys do if everybody gangs up on him? I don't think they'll kill him now. I think he's okay. I can also use Arc Discharge to probably stagger that one so he can't shoot. I'm just going to do that to be on the extra safe side. And he's electrified now, so that does more damage. Unless I fumble. Okay. In turn, I think I'm alright here. Yep, they're going for it. But I've got him. I've got him. Alright, now, Condemned to Drain. Let's get a... Ah, crap. I shouldn't have used Arc Discharge back there. Now I can't do it. Alright, well, you can kind of mess that thing up, so I don't see a reason why not to. You can mess everything up, so I don't see a reason why not to. Oh, that didn't work. Wasn't quite enough damage. Okay, well the Augur can actually shoot stuff too, so...
Enemy annihilated. Our forces are victorious.
Yeah, I think the game was underestimating the capability, like kind of the unique capability of this army in that particular situation. But yeah, I'll take that Cosmite. Thank you very much. And let's go get a new city founded. Well, if I can stop accidentally clicking on things. Let me make sure first that this entire army can get back together and protect... Oh, they cannot. Crap. That means... Okay, you know what? We can get it close enough. Because it's more important to have that city up. So I'm going to send just them. I'll send this guy here, and he can start building the city. That way if they attack, I defend. And this guy can sit in that colony there for a turn, which will have... It's out of their range, so I'll be safe there. And it would have at least some defenders in it anyway, in that forward base. Okay, food development is done. Really, food and production are the only kind of sectors that I have right now. But I'm going to probably need research soon, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done now. Because I want to get a research sector soon. And I might actually do that with... Oh, excuse me, my city is ready to grow again. Maybe... Okay, so I do the research sector, or do I annex this, turn it residential, and then move out this way? I think I need the residential first. Well... I don't know. Mixed feelings. Actually, I could pick up the residential later. I think I need the research now. Yeah, I want that research now. So what I'm going to do... So the tentative plan is absorb this, then absorb this and turn it residential. But I also want this, and I can't absorb that as long as that's hard. I kind of wanted to get the growth first, but I can't arc around like this because it'd be too far away. It's more than 2 sectors away. I wanted to get the growth and then build the residential later in a city that already has like a crap ton of growth. But in this case, I guess I could build another growth sector here, or food sector here, agricultural, change it to residential later. But I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. I'll annex this as growth for now, or as agriculture for now, and then get this one. But then I'll change this to residential later once the city has reached a certain population size. Because you can always change it. Oh, there's... crap. That was part of the reason I was doing that is because it gave me some bonus production. You know what? We need research. Research is moving along really slow. I'm just getting this now. The city will still grow fairly fast, especially if I prioritize food growth. I can get the other sector pretty quick, but I want to get stuff down there to clear that first. And this episode is... Oh, hey. Okay, I got another quest here. Just accept that. I believe that's the second time I've done a quest on that hospital. I've let this episode go a little bit long, so I need to wrap this one up here. So I think we're just going to call it here right in the middle of this turn, but I hope you guys are enjoying. I will be doing another one right after this, so that'll be the third episode for this little set. And yeah, I guess that's really all there is to say. I hope you guys are enjoying the new series. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.